Stop. We can't make that mistake. We can't have 5 below the foul line. It can't happen. All right, we got to make sure we know what we're doing. Let's go. I've always been a very competitive person, whether I was a player or a coach. And right now, what keeps me going are the players. You know, every year you wonder if it's going to be the last year, but there's always a new set of players coming in that are raw, that you want to develop, that maybe you want to see go on and see their careers finish. And the players here at Bishop Ludden are very special, not just in what they do here, but what they do after they graduate from Bishop Ludden. And it's a tradition that it's hard to walk away from.
I think that one of Coach Donnelly's strengths, one of the things I've always respected about him is his ability to bring out the best in each player. And everyone needs to be coached differently. And I happen to be a guy that I struggled with my confidence at times, and he would always find a way to pick me up.
Now, hold, again, understand something. We don't have to let these first cuts happen to slip it. Everybody understand that? That all of a sudden, if you
Coach Donnelly has an innate ability to get the most out of each and every one of his players, and he does that by putting them in a position to be successful.
He adjusts to what he has to get the most out of his players, and you can't say that about everyone. A lot of times you'll have a coach who's a system guy, and if you don't fit into the system, then maybe you fall by the wayside. But he takes his players and he adapts his system to them.
If you look at any of the teams that he's had over the years, they're always the best conditioned team on the court. And that starts in practice.
All right, climb the ladder, let's go, quick, let's go. Let's go, push, come on, push, legs. Come on, Joe, catch him. I've been fortunate through my whole career of having great coaching. At the grammar school level, I played for a coach named Ed McEnany, who really started to instill the fundamentals of basketball. I moved on to high school here at Bishop Ludden and played for one of the best high school basketball coaches in New York State with Jerry Wilcox. I was fortunate to play for another Hall of Famer at Potsdam, Jerry Welsh. So all along my career, I've been very fortunate to not only play for great basketball coaches, but great people. There's been 3 coaches in Bishop Ludden's history. Terry Quigley, who started the program and got it running with a 68-69 Green Machine team, which was undefeated. It was Mark Waddick and Phil Harlow. And then Jerry Wilcox took it to another level and really gave us that tradition of excellence here at Bishop Ludden. I feel like I'm the gatekeeper right now for the Ludden program. That those 2 guys are the ones that created Bishop Ludden basketball and made it what it is, and I've been fortunate enough to keep that tradition going. We have that tradition of excellence that we've won, and the tradition is something that other schools sometimes don't have, and that's a big plus in running a program. That each team is kind of competitive with the year before them, or the year after them, and they want to make sure they continue that on. And we've been fortunate with that they take it seriously. They take their academics even more seriously here at Bishop Ludden, and if they're not doing it in the classroom, they don't end up on the basketball court here. If Jack is over here and he's pinned, okay, we go over the top. Now, Jack, fight over the top of it. Once he does that, Mike Shock is wide open. All right, Chris, you got to step in.
Winning games has been a product of what we've been able to put in place. I think ultimately, Pat wants to know about kids being where they are afterwards. I mean, I've heard him say it time and time again that he's interested in what they're doing beyond basketball, beyond their high school careers. And you know, we get kids filtering in during the course of a season to say hello, and those are always rewarding experiences to check in to see how they're doing.
Eventually, someplace, sometime, whether it's in college, whether it's in rec league, that you got to put the ball down. And I was fortunate enough to work at Niagara Mohawk and National Grid for 31 years and interviewed a lot of people. And never once did I ask a potential applicant how many points they had in a high school basketball game. So we want to know that they're going to prepare themselves, whether it's through college or whether it's through a vocation, that they're prepared for life and understanding that life has its ups and downs. And I think being a student athlete at Bishop Ludden prepares them for what's going to come.
You have to have talent in basketball, but it's only going to take you so far. And you have to have a work ethic. And he would instill a tremendous work ethic into each one of his players, and that carries over from the basketball court into the classroom and into their professions as they progress throughout their lives.
Adams Woods around Kevin S. The bump and the basket.
He just brings the best out of all our players. He makes us better on the court and off the court, and he just wants to work hard and just be better in the future too. He's a good guy. He might get after us sometimes, yell at us, but I just know he's just doing that because he knows that we could be the best we could be.
We're not always going to win, we're just going to lose sometimes, and the way we respond to that is what he really preaches to us about how we respond, how we get better and build from that loss. So that's made me successful, I think, in life. And then in academics, athletes, we all know we have to organize, because we're not always going to have the whole night to do homework or study. So we have to plan our time, and that's really helped me. He's always says that it's school first then athletics.
The people here have always placed academics before athletics, and we continue to do that, and we always will. And we're so proud of what our alumni have done once they've graduated from here. We've never once evaluated our teams on their one-loss record. We evaluate them 10 years from the day they graduate. Where are they? Have they become successful business people? Have they become successful in family life? Whatever it might be their vocation may have chosen. And we've got quite a track record with people that have graduated from Bishop Ludden and been very successful. In that play, what he's talking about, he's got to, again, he can only be in here so long, okay? But as he takes Eddie out, now it's a turn right here, I got it, same thing.
One of the
Go again.
special talents that he has is his ability to motivate his players. And it can be just through a comment. It seemed like he would always have some story that he would tell you before the game.
All right, listen, simple formula tonight. All right, execution, pride, and desire. Execute offensively and defensively, every possession, all right? Pride, it's our home floor. Defend your home floor. Have you got that? Okay, desire, want it more than they do. Let's go.
Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou among women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus. Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners now at the hour of our death. Amen.
Lady Victory,
pray for us.
1, 2, 3, team. Let's go now.
You know, Coach Donnelly always preaches 4 priorities: faith, family, education, and the 4th one is athletics. The first 3 are must-have for him, and then the 4th one, athletics, that's something that comes when you take care of the other 3.
The athletics is a microcosm of life. There are good times, there are bad times, there are hard times. They learn to work in a team environment. They learn to work with others, and maybe those are the things that hopefully excel them to the next level when they get into the business world. It's never been about individual goals, and I learned that from the people that preceded me. You know, Terry Quigley and Jerry Wilcox is never about them. It was about the players and about the school. And the best part about having state championship teams or sectional teams is when they come back to a reunion. That's the fun part of coaching, is whether I get invited to a graduation party or to a christening or to whoever it might be, is to see that they become successful, and maybe some way, in some small part, Bishop Ludden basketball played a part of that. You know, I'd be remiss if I didn't mention my wife, Lori. I mean, she's been unbelievable we've been married for almost 30 years, and she's been involved in everything from washing the uniforms to running the concession stand to getting players to practices and keeping me under control when my ego gets out of control a little bit. She's been the rock behind the whole thing, and it's been a great experience. It wouldn't have been any fun without her.
Adams wins a 3, and a sterling start for Bishop Ludden.
You know, the only thing I say my legacy will be my players. You know, that they'll be able to discuss when I'm long gone that was he good or bad, did he help me or didn't he help me? And that's the people that I'll look to that maybe can form my legacy. What I've done couldn't have been done without the players. And so I'll let my players decide on my legacy.